Nadia I am from Feedback S3, Electronic Engineering Faculty. I currently doing my internship at Teknikal National Berhad Distribution Network SAFE. I'm going to show you my video presentation. Hope you will enjoy this. Thank you.
Hi, okay, this is my industrial training program slide, and this is the place where I done my internship program at Teknikal National Berhad in distribution network. And this is me. I'm wearing the full attire at my workplace. I'm studying in Universiti Teknikal Malaysia Melaka in Bachelor of Electronic Engineering with honor. And this is my matrix number. Okay, first I'm gonna talk about background of Teknikal National Berhad. Teknikal National Berhad is the only electric utility company in Malaysia, and it is the largest publicly listed power company in Southern Asia. Teknikal National Berhad has three main technical fields, which divides into TMB generation, TMB transmission, and also TMB distribution. As I will place at TMB distribution, I will explain about distribution network. Distribution network will provide distribution to supply electricity safely. It also plans, constructs, operates, perform repairs and maintenance, as well as manage the asset of low voltage supply, which is 33 kV, 22 kV, 11 kV, 6.6 kV, and also 415 to 140 volt. They also attend any breakdowns regarding substation and low-high voltage supply. Here is the history of Teknikal National Berhad. On 20th century, the first appearance of electricity has found in Malaya. The earliest record of power generation was found in small mining town at Rawang, Selangor. In the year of 1894, Lokyo and Tambu Sami Pillai has installed an electrical generator at Tiong Hon mines in Malaya. They used an electric pumps as a generator. In the same year, the electrical supplies was extended to Rawang town for a street lighting. The next year, 1895, the railway station at Kuala Lumpur received its first electricity supply. And on the year of 20, first power station in Malaysia, Sepam Hydroelectric Power Station, was found in Rau. It was built by Rau Australian Gold Mining Company. The objective of Teknikal National Berhad is to regulate the electricity supplies industry and electrical services, to safeguard the interests of users, to ensure adequate electricity, and also to determine the safety. The vision says that to be among a leading corporation in energy and related businesses globally. And the mission are, we are committed to excellence in our product and services. As you all can see on the top right corner, is the slogan of Teknikal National Berhad, better, brighter. These are the organization chart on distribution network SAFE. This is our DM manager, Rizal bin Abu Bakar. This is our chief technician, Muhammad Zamri bin Abu, follows by Muhammad Faris Nazri, Muhammad Tamizi, Syarhan, and also No Anwar. The scope of training in distribution network has divided into 4, which is low voltage supply, fault finder, metering and services, and also substation. For low voltage supply, they handle low voltage supply on both overhead and underground cables. They locate faulty cables. They also repair and do the maintenance that related to low voltage supply. As for the fault finder, they usually attend on any reports and complaints from the customer, and they locate faulty on electrical poles and meter. For the metering and services team, they attend on any complaint about meter tampering from the customer. And the last one is substation. They will do preventive maintenance, routine maintenance, and they will attend any breakdown on substation. We talk about training activities. As I have told you, that substation will do the preventive maintenance. Preventive maintenance is to check the cable condition from one switchgear to another switchgear. They will test the resistance of the cable between phase cable and earth cable. Do you know why we need to do preventive maintenance? The reason is simple. It's to reduce the cost of maintenance, to reduce the risk of actual or major fault. Here are the procedures to do the preventive maintenance. First, we need to cut the incoming and outgoing supply at the substation, which we call it as total shutdown for the switchgear. And then, the circuit needs to be neutralized first after the shutdown. While we're testing the resistance of the cables, the circuit needs to be turned off, as this process is done to test between phase and earth cable, so the circuit could not connect to earth. And this is the equipment that we use for preventive maintenance. It is called as Mega. Other than that, for low voltage supply, they will do the Marintis job. Marintis is recutting and removing trees that will risk the overhead cable to be damaged. For metering and services, they are divided into three. The first one is to install the new meter. We call it as ZIS. The instruction to install the new meter is so simple. First one, we need to remove the fuse from the cutout box. The white box is what we call as cutout box. And then, we need to connect the 240 volt wire directly to the terminal. After that, we connect the terminal to the cutout box before supply to the building. We close the terminals, insert the seal wire and clip it to secure the terminal box, and then we insert the fuse back into the cutout box. Second is to remove the meter. We call it as ZRMQ. These are the reasons why we need to remove the meter. The instruction to remove the meter is easier than to install the new meter. We just need to remove the fuse from the cutout and then unscrew the connection of all terminal and remove the all terminal. At the end of the supply cable, we need to tape it out to secure the supply from exposing. Do you know why we need to tape the end of the supply cable? We need to tape the end of the supply cable to avoid from tripping, as the supply is exposing to air and danger. Last but not least is to replace the oil meter. We call it as Xeno. We will do the Xeno once we receive the IR report from the customer, or we need to replace the oil meter to the new meter. The instruction to replace the old meter is same as to install a new meter. As what we can see here, this is the picture of three-phase meter. Do you know why we receive zero? Sometimes the meter could be broke, and maybe it has exceeded the expectancy life of 15 years, and it could caused by meter tampering. Meter tampering is a high or excessive bill complaint from the customer. Fault finder. Fault finder team will receive the information about customers' complaint from personal digital assistant, that we call it as PDA, and they will determine the cause of problem or the non-existent supply. These are the scope of work for fault finder team. They will receive a lot of complaints from the customer. One of them is when they are receiving a low or high voltage supply to the resident. When they receive low or high supply, that could be any faulty on the poles or on the fuse. They could also receive a complaint about their meters, which the fuse could be blown, but normally they will receive the complaint about services cable that fell, broke or injured. Otherwise, they will do the removing purpose. They will remove the growing plants that grow on the poles. All the works must be done while the supply is still running, so they need to wear the full safety attire all the time. Sometimes they need to control the traffic if the work has been done on the roadside. The last part in my slide is about problem encountered and how to overcome it. The most common problem that we have faced is the earth cable keep on missing or stolen, and sometimes the supply cable could be misplaced or fell from its place, and sometimes the equipment is old enough to have flaws and malfunction, hence the delay for maintenance to work to be done. How to overcome this? We have observed on how to overcome the missing earth cable and the misplaced supply cable. They need to do a rapid surveillance to solve these two problems. And for this one, they could change the clippers or the equipment instead. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.